If I were to say 34 or sweetness to you, what would they both mean? These are two things that will always be linked to the great Walter Payton. 34 was his jersey number, and sweetness was his nickname. ESPN.com says that Walter Payton was one of the best of all time. And today I'm going to tell you why I think Walter Payton was one of the greatest players to ever carry a football. Walter Payton was born July 25th, 1954 in Columbia, Mississippi. After high school, he played college football for Jackson State University in Jackson, Mississippi. It was in college where he got his nickname, Sweetness. He was given this name because of his sweet and graceful moves on the football field. By his senior year in college, he had rushed for over 3,500 yards and scored over 450 points. In 1973 and 1974, he was selected for All-American and Black College Player of the Year. While in college, he wasn't just dedicated to football, he also focused on his academics as well. Walter earned a bachelor's degree in 3.5 years in communications and enrolled into graduate level courses to help his career and education for the deaf. After he was finished with college, he entered into the NFL draft. Next, Walter Payton was drafted by the Chicago Bears in 1975 in the first round. He was the fourth player picked in the overall draft that year. He was given a signing bonus of $126,000, which was the first time a college player was ever offered that much money to sign an NFL contract. However, his performance on the field justified that bonus. From the time he signed on with the Bears until he retired, he was dominant in his position on the field. In 1977, he ran for over 1,800 yards and 14 touchdowns. That same year, Walter Payton received the National Football League MVP award. He was the youngest player to ever receive this award at the young age of 23 years old. In 1985, Walter Payton helped the Chicago Bears win the division championship. This was the first championship for the Bears since 1963. This guaranteed them a spot in Super Bowl 20. This was also the same year the Super Bowl Shuffle was born. Walter Payton and the Chicago Bears won the Super Bowl that year with a huge win over the New England Patriots with a score of 46-10. Walter Payton had record numbers during his career with the Chicago Bears. According to NFL.com, he had a total of 16,726 rushing yards with an average of 4.4 yards per carry and 110 touchdowns. He also had over 4,500 receiving yards with 15 receiving touchdowns and even threw for 8 touchdown passes. Payton also had 9 Pro Bowl appearances and received the MVP award for the NFL. Walter Payton retired from the NFL in 1987 and was inducted into the NFL Hall of Fame in 1993 and inducted into the College Hall of Fame in 1996. NFL.com named Walter Payton as number 3 all-time running backs of history. After Walter Payton retired from football, he spent most of his time working to make life better for young people. According to Biography.com, in 1988, Walter Payton formed the Hollis Payton Foundation to help the inner city kids that lived in Chicago. He later established the Walter Payton Foundation and spent the rest of his days dedicated to helping young people in the state of Illinois. In 1999, Walter Payton died of cancer, leaving behind his wife and 2 children. His family still continues to support the foundation that Walter Payton was so passionate about. NFL Commissioner Paul Tagliabue stated, "With the tremendous grace and dignity that he displayed in his final months, remind us again why Sweetness was the perfect nickname for Walter Payton." Chicago Bears will always remember the number 34, Sweetness, the Super Bowl of 1985, and the Super Bowl Shuffle. With all his accomplishments throughout football career and all that he did for the young people in Chicago and the whole state of Illinois, you can see why he is considered one of the greatest running backs of all time and why I think he was the greatest player to ever carry the football. Thank you.